Welcome to Trivia Viral. Our channel covers all the latest analysis and recaps on TV shows and movies, and interesting stories and facts that you may not have known. So sit back, relax, and subscribe to our channel if you have been enjoying our videos so far. A woman is talking into her camera. She is searching for a relic in a hidden catacomb that will soon be demolished by the government. She goes to a man who is willing to help her. His home has access to the catacombs that she wanted to enter. Then the two descend and find the inscription. She takes a chisel to that pillar, knocks it off, in order to find a bull statue covered in markings, a key to the elusive relic. She captures it on film right before the demolition. We learn that it leads to a relic that her father had been searching for a very long time. Now, she is able to continue that research. Later, she is talking to a cameraman. In this talk, she explains that the stone has become a well-known myth. Legend says it can turn base metals into gold and give whoever possesses it eternal life. They go to the crypt of a well-known alchemist who allegedly used the stone to be immortal. The location of the stone is a code hidden on the alchemist's gravestone. While she doesn't understand the code language, she knows someone who does. She breaks into a church to search for this rogue. At the top of the clock tower, they find him. She says that she has found the key and that he needs to translate for her. The rogue is incredulous that she would put herself in such a dangerous situation, but eventually agrees. They return to the tomb at night and look at the markings. She suspects that it is hidden by chemical reactions, so she mixes them up and lights it, revealing the clue they needed. The three of them look at a map and try to find the right entrance. They soon realize that they must enter a hidden catacomb. The girl and the cameraman go on a sanctioned catacomb tour. They see the area that they would have to enter, but it is closed off. A boy gives her the name of a guide who would take them there. So the three of them go to a nightclub and find the Tomb Raider. They tell him about the hidden cave, initially skeptical. He is eventually convinced when they promise him half of the treasure. The day after that, the group prepares their gear. They are joined by the girlfriend and partner of the Tomb Raider. The cameraman sets up cameras on their headbands in order to capture all that happens. Down in the catacombs, they suddenly hear an eerie chanting. They look through some openings in nearby rocks and see a group of women participating in some sort of ritual. The Tomb Raider notes that there are plenty of weird people who come down there. Then, as the group is digging deeper, the archaeologist points out another path that will supposedly save them hours. The Tomb Raider says that the path leads to bad luck. He had a friend that traveled down there out of curiosity. He was never seen again. The group moves along the first path. The cameraman gets stuck and starts to panic from claustrophobia. He makes it through, but the tunnel collapses behind him. Looking around, they find that they are still in the same area that they just left. There is no other way, except down the path the Tomb Raider first refused. On the cave walls, they see a graffiti symbol showing the Tomb Raider's signature tag. The archaeologist confronts him, suspicious. He denies ever being in that part of the catacombs. Later on, they find an old piano in a corner. The rogue says that he and his younger brother used to play, but the A4 key was broken. He is spooked when he tries out the piano and hears that the same key is also broken. Meanwhile, the archaeologist finds a rotary phone ringing. She replies to the caller and hears a disembodied voice. Frightened, she slams the phone down. When the group goes further, they are suddenly confronted by the Tomb Raider's long-lost friend. He says that the only way out is down, so they set up to rappel down. Later, they find a room with a mummy dressed in Templar armor. On a hunch, the archaeologist tells them to turn off their lights. This reveals an underwater chasm that she crosses over. There, she finds a treasure room and a wall with inscriptions. The others follow, delighted despite the hardships because now they are rich. The archaeologist finds the stone and chips it out of the wall. She realizes that the treasure was just a trap. But it's too late. The Tomb Raider has just broken off the door to the treasure room. That causes the treasure room to cave in. The Tomb Raider's girlfriend gets her arm hurt, so the archaeologist sprinkles shavings from the stone on it. Everyone is shocked when she heals. They find a new opening in the ground and crawl through. On the wall is an inscription, supposedly the same one written at the gates of hell. When they arrive on the other side, they realize that they're back in the same room, but everything is opposite. They find the Tomb Raider's lost friend, who seems disturbed. As the girlfriend approaches to check that he was okay, he flips out and smashes her on the ground. The Tomb Raider pleads with the archaeologist to use the stone for healing, but it doesn't work. So the group continues. The archaeologist sees a hanging noose and realizes that everything that they are experiencing now are mirror images of the dark points in their lives. The group finds a new well and rappels down. The cameraman hears the cry of a baby, so he turns and finds a woman charging at him. As a result, he falls down the hole without his harness and hits the ground. The rest of them are horrified, but they must still keep going. While crossing a path, the rogue sees the reflection of his brother, who is drowning. He screams and tries to get closer. The archaeologist calms him down and reminds him that it is not real. Later on, they see a car on fire with a man burning inside. The tomb raider looks at the vehicle and is shocked and screams, saying it wasn't his fault. Suddenly, an invisible force pulls him towards the car. They try to hold him back, but it does not help. He is gone. With only 3 left, they take a breather on a wall with statues of stone figures. Suddenly, the figures come to life and attack them, one biting the rogue's neck. The archaeologist tries to use the stone on the rogue, but it doesn't work. She realizes that since reality is opposite here, she must go back to the wall where she found it and put it back there so that she finds the real stone. She tells the other to watch the rogue while she runs back. Eventually, she finds the wall where she took the stone. In the center of the wall, she sees a gold orb. She wipes some of the dust off and then sees her reflection. As she chants the mantra of the stone, she gains the stone's powers. On her way back, she sees an illusion of her father hanging. She comes up close and tells her father that she is sorry that she did not take his call the night that he passed. His image fizzles, so she races back to her friends. They did. When she returns, she kisses the rogue and heals him. They proceed deeper into the caverns to escape from the stone figures. They find another well. The girl says that they will have to jump in to save time. She points out that since they're in the circles of hell, the world doesn't work as normal and they won't get hurt. Instead, they are being tested on the guilt that they have about their past. The girl is feeling guilty about what her father did. The rogue is guilty about his brother who drowned, and the other guy is guilty about the son that he abandoned. She says that if they rightfully admit that they are guilty and take a leap of faith, they have a chance. Holding hands, they all jump. They land on the ground, bruised but alive. Then they discover a manhole and climb through it. The 3 are now back on the city streets. The world is no longer upside down. They quickly cover the manhole and seal the entrance. They embrace, traumatized by the ordeal. What are your thoughts about the story? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe if you would like to see more similar videos and give us a thumbs up to get more recommendations of our videos. Be the first to watch the latest videos by clicking the bell icon. See you in the next video.